Oh my God, it's Valentine's Day. Anyways, so what a better day to make something in a pan that looks like that. Maybe accompanied by a pan that has things that look like that. Hello again, everybody, it's Migueltio, the North Korean Latino, and we're live here, and I'm going to be making something today for Valentine's Day. Got my red on and everything that I really wasn't planning on making. Of course, Valentine's Day, El Dia de los Enamorados, which is Valentine's Day in Spanish, El Dia de los Enamorados, which sounds a lot more long of a title than Valentine's Day, which basically means the day of those in love. I'm going to be making this kind of really cool chocolate heart dessert. I was originally going to make these candies with mocha and everything, but I couldn't find a recipe. I made it like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know what happened to it, but I found a better recipe. It's going to be chocolatey just the same. So I'm going to start here this morning with 2 cups of cake flour. Put it in a bowl. We go with it 2 1/4 cups of baking powder. In the meantime, I'm going to press the button, preheat my oven to 350. 2 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder. Did I say cups? Oh, no. 2 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. And then 3/4. Find your 3/4 measure. But Valentine's Day is celebrated everywhere these days. I think at one time it was mostly American, but now it's all over Latin America, Central South America, Europe, Asia. El Dia de los Enamorados is huge in the world, so why not make something for Valentine's Day to celebrate everybody everywhere? And then you're going to take a little bit of salt, about 3/4 teaspoon. Gotta make this thing fluffy, you know. So there it goes in the same bowl. Mix that together. Those are your dry ingredients, folks, which go into any cake, of course. And of course, all the sappy romance tunes of the day. You can play anything you want, your favorite famous love songs of any genre, any kind. Get that all stirred together so that those ingredients mesh. Then have a large bowl ready to go. And in that large bowl, I'm going to get out of my microwave here, that I already did, softened, more or less melted, 2 sticks of margarine. But you know, I know the whole thing today about margarine and butter and everything, and it works the inner parts of your body harder if you use margarine because you got to break it down and everything. Well, it's better if you cook with margarine, I guess, than if you eat it like on a roll or bread and whatever. Because when you melt it, a lot of that stuff's already broken down. Okay? That's the way I've always interpreted what people have been saying. So put that into a bowl, add to it a little bit of sugar, and you're going to take your handy dandy beater, okay, and you're going to kind of beat it together so it gets a little frothy here. There you go. Mix that together well. Maybe a couple minutes. Get that frothiness. You can see it start to go. Then add to it 2 cups of sugar. And beat it some more. What a surprise, huh? So it gets nice and fluffy. What's a cake without something described as nice and fluffy in it? get going. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't, for the life of me, know what happened to my mocha candy recipe. It was heart-shaped. So I looked up some other recipes. I found one that had like molten chocolate hearts, but I think the heart idea that they had in mind was a little bigger than the one that I have for these pans. To make the molten chocolate and put it inside and have it come bursting out and everything. I think we're getting nice and fluffy here. But you want to do it for about 5 minutes. While you're doing that, I got my timer set. I've got a cup full of beaten eggs. 6 to be exact. Now you know me, I always use when I cook the egg beaters. Just better than when you're cooking it. You're going to add about 1 at a time while you're beating. So here we go. We're going to put the first one in. And if you're using it, you know, just a little good pour of some liquid. Beat it in. Add some more. Getting a little more liquidy, but nice and smooth than it was a minute ago when it was just butter and sugar. Add another bunch. Another one. There we go. So you want it totally integrated before you add the next little bunch. Another one. Got that ready for the last little pour here, I think. If you're using these, it's about 1/4 cup per egg. So 6 quarters. If you're using the liquid whites, which they sell commonly now, it's 3/4 of a cup makes 4, and then another 1/3 for 2 more. Don't ask me how they figure that out. Just read the label. Last bunch. And now look at those bubbles. Nice and fluffy. As any good cake center base needs to be. Now, while I'm also keeping this going, I'm going to add a little lemon zest to it. Lemon zest, or lemon peel, as it's called. And also a little lemon juice. And to make enough lemon juice and lemon peel combination to equal about enough for 1 lemon, I take about 1 tablespoon of the zest, or the lemon peel, depending on which store you buy it from when it says on the label. They're the same thing. And then about 2 tablespoons of your lemon juice. That'll combine the whole idea. Lemon juice can get stuck on there if it gets sticky on the rim, so put in my lemon juice, 1 tablespoon, and 1 more, and continue beating that in, which I'm doing right now, of course. So again, it gets all integrated. There you go. Into your cake. Little cakes, as this would be on the outside. to this the flour mixture. Remember that flour mixture that we made? Add it to the bowl. And mix it in. Till it gets soft and smooth and ready to be cake batter. Valentine's Day to me is a great day to cook because, I mean, if you cook and you enjoy it, you pretty much love to cook. What a better day to cook than a day that's all about love. So I'm hoping that everybody here will enjoy this recipe as much as they did those little mocha things a number of years ago. I just thought it would be a good one to make. This is looking pretty mixed to me. Well, I think it's time to turn off the beater. What do you think? I do. Now it's time to get our pans ready. Take a little non-stick cooking spray. Put a little in the pan. Now I always like to put a little in the middle and then wipe it around with a paper towel to get it spread around. Same thing with this is the cast iron hearts. Spray some around, wipe it around so you get all these little tiny hearts in there. And even though the star isn't part of Valentine's, hopefully your significant other is the star in your life. So I'm going to include the star, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to add some of this to the pans. I'm going to pour some into the cast iron first. So it fills the hearts and the star. And then of course the rest of it to my big heart pan. The idea is then going to take the little hearts and the star will fit and put it on top of the big heart. As much of this out of there as I can. There we go. So there we go. Got this inside the little hearts. Kind of like making a mold out of it. The flat bottom. And there's the big heart. All full, ready to go into the oven. And of course you got it set for 350. And now it's ready. Into the oven it goes. First the cast iron. And then the other pan. For about 30 to 40 minutes, if you will. So let's set that timer. I'll start with 30 and see how it goes. And we'll see you later. And there they are out of the oven. Beautiful big heart. And there's the small one. Of course, you're going to turn that over and convert it and see all the little hearts. And if you use a cast iron, make sure you have a little handle mitt to go along with it, as well as your mitts that you put on your own hands. Because cast iron gets really hot to take out of there. Got to turn that timer off. Now I'm going to make the frosting. So the cakes are cooling. There's the round. I cut the hearts and the star out of the round of the cast iron. I'm going to use that for something else to go along with the hearts and the star. Now we're going to start making the frosting. So you're going to take about 14 ounces of chocolate chips. Or you can use baker's chocolate, but then you got to chop it. So chocolate chips is more handy that way. Put that in a bowl. Good cup of sugar. And just a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Not much. Put that in. Mix them together really well. Set it aside. Then you're going to duck it in your fridge. Get out 2 cups of whipping cream, which a good 2-cup container will do you. Put it in a pan. And for frosting like this, half and half might work, but you don't want to take that chance. You want to have it so it's good. Put that in the pan. Along with a teaspoon of vanilla, and it goes. Turn it on and let it heat till boiling. And let that go for a bit. Once that frosting is, the cream rather, is simmering, give it 5 minutes to do so. Now once that is done simmering for a good 5 minutes, you're going to take it and pour it over the chocolate chips and sugar. And stir those things together so that it melts the chocolate and mixes the sugar. Whisking until they're well blended, which won't take too long. And get one of these little wire whisks to it too, because you're going to add that butter to it. Now it's getting all chocolatey. Nice and dark. There you go. Now we're talking something that looks like chocolate frosting, right? Take your butter stick that you've got here, and you're going to divide it up. Something to put it in. Unravel it. And you're going to divide it up to put it into that chocolate, so kind of cut it into pieces. So take a little piece, put it in, and divide it up. Get your next piece ready. Next one, divide it up, put it in. Keep stirring. With your other hand, grab another piece. Put it in. You get the idea. Keep stirring because everything's nice and warm, so that butter's going to mix in well. There we go. Another one. Another one. Another one. Last one. This could go on forever if I had a million pieces, eh? And to break it down even better, take one of these little wire whisks. That'll break the pieces up there. Off the rim there. By now the butter's nice and soft too because of the warm chocolate. Really mix that in there. And they're breaking down. And just as you did with your cakes, you're going to let this cool. Just down to a few little pieces of butter left, isn't it? Nothing like Valentine's Day without chocolate, you know? And nothing like chocolate with Valentine's Day. Especially if it's homemade, eh? Now that butter is mixed in well, I don't even see a little speck in it, except for maybe the one on the rim. So, we're going to let that cool. After that frosting is cooled off, put it in a bigger bowl to get out your electric mixer again. So this way it gets light and fluffy. And now that I've gotten it beaten, I'm going to put it back in a smaller bowl that I have and put it in the fridge again to let it set some more before we frost the cake. Now we're starting to frost the cake. Frosting seems to be gripping it through pretty good, so you got a nice thick frosting. It's covering up. The main cake section. I'm going to continue to do that until it's covered. There we go. Then my plan is to put those other hearts on top. I'm going to get the whole surface here. The sides. That's a good thing about having a nice frosting is it clings to the cake, you know. Some frostings get runny and it's like you might as well be making it with water. This one seems to be pretty good. Getting those sides covered. checking all my sides here. You see all kinds of heart-shaped cakes and cookies that are transformed with rose stems and stuff on Valentine's Day. I don't know, when you make something homemade, it's really cool. Although the bakeries do a nice job too, you know, if you can go for that. You don't have time to do this. Sometimes I have time, sometimes I don't, you know. Now I'm going to spoon off my excess as best I can here. Try to scoop some up on the top of it. You always have excess frosting when you make cakes. It's hard. But you make the best of it. You use your excess. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Just taking care. Now I'm taking that circle that I had, that I cut the hearts out of. I put that on top. I'm going to frost over that. So it's almost like a layer cake, but a little different. Kind of a smaller layer. Like a little platform I'm making. Let's get that frosting over there. Cover up that section. Spread it around. I like frostings that aren't totally runny, you know. So you've got a little bit of a middle layer. Now we're going to take those hearts and frost them and set them on the top. So take the individual hearts. There's one. Get it all nice and chocolatey. Of course, don't kill the shape or else it's not going to be much of a heart. Cover it up. The sides. Everything you can. Set it right on. Take another one. Same thing. Hey, you put a lot of hearts into this, huh? That's just good to do when you cook. Put a lot of heart in it, you know? But this time it's literally. Set those hearts on top of the cake. Couple more to go. Check it out. Here it goes. One more to go. And your little star. Cover it with chocolate. Now I know not all heart-shaped mold pans have a star. A little cover here. Just covering up some sections that need covering. So you've got your frosting well distributed over all these things. Rinse your hands off. No licking, folks. That's a cardinal rule. And there it is, the big heart cake with the little hearts on top. For a happy Valentine's Day. Un día de los enamorados. Feliz día de los enamorados to everybody. And this is Migueltio, the North Carolina Latino. Hoping everybody has a nice Valentine's Day out there. A nice February break to all my friends, all my students, all fellow faculty that are taking this next coming week off. Blessings to everybody and my friends in the southeast with all the ice and the snow going on. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. So with a cake like this, your mate will say, yummy, yummy, yummy chocolate. Happy Valentine's. Feliz Día de los Enamorados.